In the Quran, Surah Al-Kahf, Allah tells us one of the most profound stories about knowledge, humility, and divine wisdom. It is the encounter between Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, a great messenger known for his knowledge, and a wise servant of Allah, traditionally called Al-Khidr. One day, Musa was asked by his people who was the most knowledgeable person. In a moment of forgetfulness, he replied, "I am." But Allah gently corrected him, revealing that there was a servant of his who had been granted special knowledge directly from Allah's presence. Determined to learn, Musa set out on a long journey with his young companion, carrying a salted fish as a sign. Allah told him, "You will meet this wise man at the junction of the two seas." They traveled tirelessly until, at the place where the fish miraculously came to life and slipped into the sea, they found him, a humble servant to whom Allah had given mercy and profound insight. Musa approached respectfully and said, "May I follow you so that you may teach me some of the guidance you have been taught?" The wise man warned him, "You will never be able to have patience with me. How can you be patient over what you do not understand?" But Musa promised, "If Allah wills, you will find me patient, and I will not disobey you." So they journeyed together, and three astonishing events unfolded. First, they boarded a boat with kind people who let them ride for free. Suddenly, the wise man made a hole in the boat. Musa exclaimed, "Have you made a hole in it to drown its passengers? You have done a grave thing." The wise man reminded him of the promise. Musa apologized for forgetting. They continued until they met a young boy. Without warning, the wise man killed him. Shocked, Musa cried, "Have you killed an innocent soul who had slain none? You have committed a monstrous thing." Again, he was reminded of his promise and begged forgiveness. Finally, they entered a town whose people were stingy and refused them food or hospitality. There, they found a wall about to collapse. The wise man repaired it for free. Musa wondered, "If you wished, you could have taken payment for that." Now the journey ended. The wise man said, "This is the parting between me and you. I will explain what you could not bear patiently." He revealed the hidden wisdom behind each act. The boat belonged to poor people who needed it to earn a living. By damaging it slightly, he saved it from being taken completely, a small harm to prevent greater loss. The boy would have grown into a source of grief and disbelief for his believing parents. Allah wanted to replace him with a better, more compassionate child. The wall belonged to two orphan boys whose righteous father had left treasure buried beneath it. If it collapsed, the treasure would be lost. By repairing it, he preserved it until the boys grew up and retrieved it as a mercy from Allah. These actions were not from his own desire, but by Allah's command and knowledge of the unseen. The wise man concluded, "I did it not of my own accord." That is the interpretation of that over which you could not have patience. This beautiful story teaches us timeless lessons. Human knowledge, no matter how great, is limited. Only Allah knows the full reality behind every event. What seems evil or unjust may hide immense good. We must cultivate patience, humility, and trust in Allah's perfect plan. When trials confuse us, remember, Allah is the all-knowing, the all-wise. What we dislike may be better for us, and what we love may harm us. So recite Surah Al-Kahf often, reflect on this story, and say, Allah knows best. May Allah grant us wisdom, patience, and firm trust in His decree.